Hey everyone, I'm Jason DeWolf from MakingStarWars.net. Over here is Rob, Sketchcraft.
Don't notice the bags under his eyes. It's too fucking early to be up. People were wishing me a happy
happy birthday?
They were wishing me a happy Veterans Day, right? And I'm like, don't make me get up at fucking military time, dude. God damn. People are like, what are you talking about? You're growing up. Everyone gets up. I didn't get up this early.
This is basic training to be a basic ass fan.
This is why I started. This is why I took the pay cut and worked from home 10 years ago. I was like, fucking. Right now we'd be stuck on the 8 for 3 hours trying to get to work. Remember those days, Jason? We get stuck on the freeway going to work.
No, I live in LA. I don't even know what you're talking about. Getting stuck on the freeway going to Taco Bell. Yeah.
Well, they just announced Chippendale Rescue Rangers, an original movie streaming spring 2022. Can't wait.
Chippendales.
It's kind of an indie. It's kind of Indiana Jones.
It's kind of a Magnum PI.
Which is also an Indiana Jones spoiler, if you know the inside.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah, man, that's what we all got up for early today. I'm gonna invite. I forgot to send Ben the old link, and I think later on our buddy Chris might stop in after the trailer, tell us what he thought about it. And I was like, hey, you want to do that, Chris?
Predictions? Ben's disappointed.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I love Ben, man. Like, he is legit. I haven't had that level of like. I'm a nerd for Dragon Quest and things like that, but for Star Wars, I'm like, all right, I'll just whatever they do, man.
Yeah.
Unless it's a giant clusterfuck, I rarely get too excited or too disappointed. But Ben's like right where I was in 20 years ago, and I love it, man. I'm like, man, but he's nicer. I was meaner. Yeah. I was like, fuck everyone.
Mean old man sometimes.
Huh? It was a mean young guy too. Like, what do you think?
I just feel so attacked all the time.
I felt like I should have worked on Star Wars to be that mean about it.
Yeah. I'm with you to an extent. I mean, it's like the best attitude is always, let's wait and see what they do. Let's wait and see, and like not, you hear something, don't freak out. I think it's good to get excited. But I also think that you need to like keep that rational as well.
When I say excited though, like I don't get too excited. What I'm talking about was when I was at Comic-Con 95 or 96, when they dropped that Star Wars Insider with the CGI Jabba the Hutt, right? The special edition one on there, right?
Yeah,
they had that.
That's probably like 97, 96.
When I saw someone holding that at con, I freaked. We're gonna get one. I was running around like that, kind of excited.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, that's dope. All right, well, I can't wait to see it, man. Where is it?
You just said the key word, and it's dope. Your dopamine levels, they are cashed out. Life has given you all the dopamine you are ever going to get. It's over.
I'm not the guy who gets to Disneyland early. Hold on. Gets to Disneyland early, lines up, and then pretends to not run to the I just like, we'll get there. Like no, I'm walking. No, I'm walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Disney Plus Day, are we following the StarWars.com? Or are we following the Disney Plus?
The Disney Plus.
So nothing will come out through the StarWars.com, huh?
Man, that's what they told me to follow. Okay. All the tech radar guys told me to follow Disney Plus's actual Twitter.
I'm sure there'll be retweets. God. It's Rescue Rangers, but the book that says Rescue Rangers is tiny because they're little.
Bro, there's a great Rescue Rangers episode in season 3 of DuckTales. So
yeah, I love Rescue Rangers. It just has to be on when I'm coming home from school and somebody has to be making me a snack. And if it's just, no, I don't care. I wish there was a schedule to this, It's not like when you were like the where this is misguided is it's clear. They're hoping that everybody watches everything and there's this cross-pollination. There's not going to be. The Star Wars people are not going to go and start going, fucking rescue. They're going to be like, where's my Kenobi trailer you didn't promise me?
They just didn't want to edit 3 hours of video together. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that it's not on Disney Plus. That there's not just like some like.
Well,
I mean, they love having those like, hey everybody, my name is Waxy Wowzer, and I love Disney. Today we got some Disney stuff for you. Like, I'm surprised we don't have that. Rick Jones
Except that's what DC Fandumb was, and it was graining to listen to that for 3 hours too. I don't know what. I don't know what any of this means. You and I we're of Generation X. We're like, fuck everything. Like, I like Comic-Con old Comic-Con, 90s Comic-Con, where I could walk in the room if I needed to, but if not, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's cool. It's just like 6 a.m. for this. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Especially in LA, because again, like I'm just trying to say, most of California is stuck in traffic right. What are you supposed to be, like, updating your fucking phone while you're I last time I drove to work, I didn't have a phone to update. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm very fortunate in that regard.
Right.
But you got to remember, folks, being stuck at home ain't all it's cracked up to be, is it? People want to riot over being forced to be stuck at home now. So you think about that.
you see me wearing this? I didn't wearing it.
Hocus Pocus 2. Hocus Pocus 2 coming out. I fucking hate that movie, by the way. Everyone in the 90s, that was the movie everyone liked.
Wait. Did all of the girls who watched that grow up to be hot witches today? Oh, Hocus Pocus 2!
Yeah. I was like, Ernest Scared Stupid was the better 90s Halloween movie. So. I know who did grow up to be pretty hot. The chick from Casper. Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah, Wednesday Addams. Yeah, I see the costumes. I appreciate them.
The Addams Family movies are way better than Hocus Pocus, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah,
not even close.
Didn't you just buy Addams Family and skip?
They did, didn't they?
Focus? I don't know. I don't know who makes it.
Paramount.
They probably bought the WB. Monsters. I don't. You know, I think what they should do is they should buy the Monsters and the Addams Family and put them on the same street. Make it a series.
Rob Zombie owns the Monsters. No, he doesn't own it. He's directing.
Yeah.
How they do a Monsters movie and don't get the dude from Everybody Loves Raymond, I'll never know. Yeah.
Star Wars Meg, how's it going, Meg? So where's Obi-Wan? Is he safe? Is he all right? So yeah,
he's making bean and cheesers in the back. You know,
what I think it's important for everybody to put into perspective, potentially, just to be, you know, realistic about things, is Boba Fett is next. So I would expect everybody's talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi when Boba Fett's next. They really didn't do a very good job at controlling fan discourse. I know to some extent we're just nuts and there's nothing you can do about it. But they really, really should have been dropping Boba reminders during this in the end, it turns out. Because a show that is not the Nick show has had all of the attention for days.
Disney Plus marketing is subpar.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't even know how it ends up working out in this instance. Is it Disney Plus? Is it Lucasfilm? Does Lucasfilm, you know, like for a long time, it's kind of funny. People will really crap on the marketing for Star Wars, and in truth, for the last, or I don't know about today, but like for the first 4 years of Star Wars, everything was handed over to the Marvel team. Like he's not there anymore. I won't say his name, but the dude who did the handled all of the main Marvel stuff. It's a guy named Daryl.
Oh. Yeah, that explains the shitty posters.
Yeah, well,
let's be honest, the Marvel posters are not.
Yeah, I don't know to what extent that kind of stuff, but when it came to like the rollout,
Breaking news! Breaking news! Robert Zemeckis directing live action Pinocchio.
is this starring Michael J. Fox?
Coming fall 2022 to Disney Plus.
If it's starring Michael J. Fox, I'll watch it.
No, Tom Hanks.
Fucking enough with Tom Hanks, man. You know, they're probably gonna announce Big 2 next year too. And in this one, he hits puberty.
He just gets fat. COVID weight. It's COVID weight.
Oh man. Yeah, he's still playing those old role playing games on the computer.
Yeah, we all relate. He's still stuck on the same fucking puzzle, you know. And this is like he's on the Wayback Machine trying to get tips, you know.
God, when I was on my honeymoon, I went to this casino a long time ago, and I ran into the girl from what's her name? I don't remember her name, but the woman from Big. And she was like, oh, yeah. Come on, join, come on. And then so I played blackjack, and I was like, man, I could totally be hitting on the lady from Big right now, but I got married like a big old dummy.
At your divorce, that's all you're thinking about too. Like
that's the part. That's what I think of now. Yeah, well, that was a mistake.
Luke Evans is going to be in this Pinocchio, and I'm like, Luke Evans. I always get him confused with Mike Shannon. You know, like, he's like a boyish Mike Shannon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sent I believe I sent the invite to our buddy Ben. I did. Okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, Ben, if you're watching this, just show up when you can. That's all that matters. And all of this today is a very weird thing. Opening up the old browser. I keep getting this thing for some music thing saying Red Taylor's version drops worldwide as Taylor Swift continues to re-record her albums. And I keep thinking it says Roger Taylor, music I care about. Yeah.
I'd like to say, not my musician because I wasn't listening to pop stars in 1987. So
yeah,
like I couldn't tell you one Tiffany song.
Well, why is the Mandalorian trending?
Fucking no. Because they're going, we want Mando, we want Mando. Right?
See, this is the part of old of new fan stuff that I don't like very much. Is like this like celebrity worship kind of side of it that like it's trending because people are wet and hard for
blame Comic-Con.
Like for Pedro Pascal, that's cool, but I don't really, Pedro's probably a cool guy. I'd love to hang out with them, see what's going on. But
weekend, it's Wolverine's trending. I'm like, was there a Wolverine announcement? No, just because fucking Wolverine's trending. Why?
Hey, man.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I think we're alone now. Yeah.
See, I don't know any of these songs. I just vaguely remember the people because Q106 would front them every 3 seconds. And my dad did the fucking security for Q106 in San Diego. So.
What about Howard the Duck?
It's Leah Thompson, right?
Feelings to your heart.
That one I probably know. I know that one in the Bat Dance. Dun, 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 dun.
That's good.
If there are lyrics to that, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but Howard the Duck was on the radio with like, "Ooh, boy, I love you so, never ever gonna let you go."
God,
once I get my hands on you. Yeah, I listened to the station called Power 106 when I was a little kid, and boy, did they play the shit out of that Howard the Duck song. You would have thought this Howard the Duck movie was going to be just taking off, and it was like it was going to be changing cinema. It's weird. I remember more about the song than the movie in terms of like that time because nobody saw the movie when it came out.
I remember.
Are you awake, Ben? Look at Ben.
Yeah.
Look at sleepy Ben.
I was up probably last night until about 12:31, and I've been up since about 5:30 this morning. So
see, told you, happy fan.
Happy fan.
And then at the end, disappointed. Ben will be disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I mean, I was planning on waking up early, anyways, getting up and lifting weights for an hour or two, and
show off.
Oh, you're better than us just because we got up and ate donuts.
I lift weight my own fucking way as I get up to the kitchen to go eat like my Figgy Newton in the morning.
Hey, I mean, I had a donut this morning. So that's good.
And then you worked it off with your muscles. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, gotta be a
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my thumb exercise. Yeah, that's it.
So this morning I woke up and it was Rob going, "Hey, you awake, buddy?" And me going,
Did you make me wake up for no fucking reason?
Yeah, well, I didn't have any children running around my house last night, and I had some time, and I wanted to rearrange this room to get the glare out of this poster behind here. It's been bothering me for days, and I kind of did it. But so I ended up like staying up too late doing that. And then I woke up and I was totally confused about where I was today. I was like, what? I was like, I don't have to wake up. Yeah, I do. Why do I have to wake up? I don't know where I am. It's Disney Plus Day. Fuck yeah. Rescue Rangers, Pinocchio. It's maybe Star Wars.
Hocus Pocus 2.
Hocus Pocus 2.
Baymax. Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Hey, Ice Age. Can't forget that.
Let's rock, Peg.
I'm just hoping that Hocus Pocus 2 shows me how to make these pot tits raise up a little bit after all these years. You know, they're getting a little saggy, and I think Hocus Pocus 2 is going to have to deal with these questions because nobody needs Hocus Pocus 2. No. A couple that have happened in the last couple of years that have driven me crazy. Space Jam was always a piece of shit. Okay,
yeah,
Hocus Pocus
100%.
was always a piece of shit. Just so you guys know. And I'm going to throw it out there. Fuck you, Shrek. You were also always a piece of shit. And now everybody's like, oh, it's funny. What if we like Hocus Pocus, Shrek, and Space Jam? And it's nobody likes that shit in reality. So go ahead and remake it so nobody can watch it.
My favorite are the people now telling me that the Amazing Spider-Man movies were great. I'm like, bro, I've worked in the merch.
Yeah,
none of you, those fucking movies cost Sony money. None of you bought anything because I didn't get a fucking bonus, or nobody did.
Those ones?
Yeah, like no one did, and it was ridiculous putting Goombas on shirts. That fucking lizard's the dumbest movie fucking design in the history of comic book films.
Don't get racist. I heard you just say something very racist.
Not yet. Not yet.
I don't really know.
Canceled.
Yeah, I don't really know what that word necessarily means. I just know I heard mafia guys say it before. So is it a racist thing, or does it just mean like piece of shit in Italian or something?
It's probably piece of shit in Italian.
Okay,
I would guess, but it is. I feel like I've only heard mafia people say it.
Yeah.
What mafia people do you hang out with?
Oh, me. He's a made man.
Yeah, out here in the cornfields in Northwest Ohio.
Yeah. You bootlegging moonshine? All right.
Hey, my grandpa used to do that.
My cousin Steven. Oh, thank you for the super chat there, buddy. Bandit Empire says Shrek, Monsters Incorporated, Hocus Pocus, very overrated. And honestly, I wish I could super chat that back to you because I so agree. Here you go. We agree.
True.
Yeah, not all nostalgia is good. Like, for instance, me and my buddy Rob here are fans of a movie that you probably won't like called The Boy Who Could Fly.
This is moving violations.
Moving violations also. And right. I really just don't think that you should remake Moving Violations and The Boy Who Could Fly or make a sequel to it. But my cousin Steven, who's probably
the boy who got fat, me, you know,
the boy who can't fly because he's too fucking fat.
Yeah. COVID weight's anchoring me down. Can't do it.
Last Christmas, my cousin's like, "Hey, can I re-gift you something?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, it's fine." He's like, so somebody gave me this Darth Vader Scentsy. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is Scentsy? And he's like, oh, it smells good. And I'm like, are you saying my house stinks? And he said, no, somebody gave it to me, and you're the Star Wars guy. And I was like, all right.
That's why we moved here to Idaho, right?
Because it stinks?
No, because my wife got a job with that actual corporate headquarters doing business analysts and stuff for them at first. And,
Rob Schneider sucks now, but you could put your weed in it. But like it heats up and it makes your house smell good.
Yeah.
It's Scentsy.
So I got mine on a warmer right there. Even though we don't work, she left there years ago, but we still use that stuff. So.
I've never used it, and I was gonna wait until a day when my cousin Steven was watching, and then I was gonna finally plug it in. But considering that it's like almost Christmas again, I don't think that's ever going to happen. You know. But yeah. Do you guys ever get Star Wars presents? Every time I get a Star Wars present, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bad idea.
Anytime I get a present, it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like my friends have learned to just not give me things because I already own what I want. And like their idea of like, here, like if you want to give me art supplies, don't. I have my own art supplies, dude. It's always that that box of fucking weird art shit you get right at the front of Michael's. It's like, don't give me. You know what you could do if you want to give me something? We used to be let's go out to eat, but just give me an Amazon gift card. Like if you really want to get me something.
Well, that's like last year for Christmas. I'm not exaggerating. I got 5 life-size Grogus for Christmas from different relatives because they know I'm the Star Wars guy in the family. And, apparently none of them spoke to each other that they got those for me. And we all went over to my grandparents. We always do like a just family gift exchange. Everybody has everybody's names and stuff. And they all were like, oh, Ben, we got you extra gifts. And I sat there and opened them, and I literally had 5 Grogus. 5 all of the same Grogus, and I'm like, well, thanks everybody. I have a whole pack of them now. You
definitely are coming off as a Grogu serial killer of types. If you have 5 Grogus in your house, people are like, that guy. He's gonna kill that kid. You got to watch him.
Yeah, So I regifted 4 of them.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I guess in a way, it's kind of good. It probably saved you actually more money in the end, being able to regift a bunch of Grogus.
Well, yeah, those were the $50 like animatronic like life-size ones.
Oh shit! Well, that's cool. At least
yeah.
I mean, at least it was the good ones too, and not like that one you get at Savings.
Yeah, I remember when kids got Teddy Ruxpin. Fucking ridiculous.
I never got a Teddy Ruxpin. I wanted that motherfucker, and I never got him one.
I wanted My Pet Monster.
I actually bought a Teddy Ruxpin during I'm going to say like my freshman year of high school, and we would just record cassette tapes saying terrible things and putting it into Teddy Ruxpin and thinking it was the funniest thing we've ever done in our lives.
Update. Nothing's happened.
All right. We got Rob on the scene.
I got TweetDeck just sitting here.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like if you...
All right, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
I smell like George's feet. Ha 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 ha. I smell like child labor. Ha ha ha
ha. I know. Well, the one night I at like 3 o'clock in the morning, my eye shot open. I was like, what the hell? Like all of a sudden that thing, the only way it activates is if you touch it. And it started doing that at like 3 in the morning. And I was like, what's going on here?
All right, so
hey, little known fact: 30 of the 100 ships sitting on the harbor is just Grogu merch. It's a Disney Plus reveal. Yeah,
my friends who I met through the Star Wars jazz, Zach and Liz. Liz is like really good at arts and craftsy stuff, and she made the 2 of these for the kids. Like it's fucking huge. It's like you can see it's like all like stitched up and shit. I don't know what you call that. I don't know what you call this.
Yeah, I guess.
But this thing is amazing, and I think that this is like this is the best Star Wars gift I've ever and the kids have ever received, in my opinion, because somebody made it with love. And
Actually, we got one of those. Those are stitched in China. Those aren't made with leather.
yeah, it turns out they only cost like $3 because they used Chinese slave labor to make it.
Yeah,
And
those are paid with the wealthy tax credits from 2017. Thanks, Jason.
It was funny though because Liz made the kids little tiny Darth Vader and a little tiny Rey, and they were like toys, like little action figures almost to them. And she sends this though, and they're like, did she send any of the fun ones? And I was like, oh, you little jerks!
I just made my Grogu merch out of bootleg stickers. Mine's in there somewhere. Something I did.
We got Geek Furious
Breaking,
on the screen and Newswire, and it turns out nothing has happened.
This just in: 6,000 more people tuned in to watch Campia wait for something.
I have to be honest. No. Geek Furious hits on something that is, if you ever become a Star Wars reporter of any kind, so to speak, if you make your own website or do breaking news, it doesn't make sense for mass media. Like breaking news is like
news flash. Nothing's happened.
Like news is like we're hearing right now the Fukushima reactor may be blowing up. It may happen.
That got dark.
It's happening. UFOs. Breaking news.
We go from Star Wars to that.
Are above Fukushima right now. Like that right there is that's breaking news. A press release saying here's a trailer. That's not breaking news. That's just fucking news. It's just news, and it drives me crazy when it's like
we should say news on the loose.
Yeah, no,
right?
and I've been in rooms with a lot of the people who use breaking news, and I've been like, this is my chance. This is my chance to change the face of Star Wars news reporting forever. And all of them, at least to my face, agree with me. But
E3 has that press room, right? At E3, right, where you can get, your free sandwich, your free stale sandwich and chip and stuff twice a day. Yeah. And so, I always had press credentials because of the game magazines, but I was the one guy not having to like type shit out. I just had to go do the demos upstairs and listen to the presentations and stuff. Yeah. And but I'd sit in there and everyone's like, breaking news, Nintendo said nothing. Like that's it. Like it's just, I get it, but they sometimes, man, they freak out over fucking the littlest shit. It's like when the amiibos hit. It was like, fucking, there's a new amiibo. Did you see the amiibo? Did you see the new amiibo? I'm like, man, you're gonna be seeing amiibos every time you go to Target. Yeah. Like don't, and you're never gonna get the one you want. That I know. The one thing I've learned about figures is if you really want it, you better be willing to pay 3 times the markup on fucking Big Bad Toy Store. That's for certain.
I just want to be loved.
If they loved us, they would just put all the cool shit up and then and just be like, that way you'll know what your fan base is. Because who the fuck gets up at 6 a.m. to see Welcome to Earth series coming to Nat Geo from Will Smith?
Serious right now? Welcome to Earth? Dude, thank you. I mean, I was breaking news. No one's ever welcome.
We've never been to Earth. Where is it?
No one's ever said welcome to Earth before.
He literally said welcome to Earth in fucking Independence Day. Welcome to Earth, motherfucker.
Oh, right. That's the best part of the movie, actually.
And he's doing the Welcome to Earth series. Does he just punch everybody? Like
Geek Furious.
I watched the Earth if it's a UFO series.
Props to Geek Furious for legit making me laugh. Earth.
That's good.
I like it.
Yeah. God, there were some old quotes from Ewan McGregor back in the day where he just was like shitting on Independence Day. They're like, so you're going to be in Star Wars? And he's like, not if it's like that Roland Emmerich trash. The Independence Day? And he's like, yeah. What?
Ewan.
Oh, yeah.
Young Ewan.
Yeah. I love young Ewan who still drank Guinness during every interview. Like he literally every single interview is like, he told me to buy him a Guinness and he would say whatever I wanted, or whatever I wanted him to say and stuff like that. It was all the time.
I said get us, and they got us Ewan.
So, okay. let me ask you guys this, because I really don't follow along very well, and I've heard you make a lot of jokes about it, and I also feel like people tend to want to just gang up on anybody who's been successful in any way. What is the John Campea thing? Explain that to me, because nothing's going on.
Okay, he put up. So he got some photos in the fucking mail, right? In his email about some possible leak photos. He thought they were. He says this is his story. He says he thought they were photoshops, so he put his watermark on them and then put them on Twitter. And then he got an email from Sony, from someone that he knows from Sony, who said maybe you should take those photos down. And so then it's like, did you spoil the movie or not? 1, 2, why would you put your watermark on someone else's work, which is a whole nother.
Yeah, I saw it had to do with, because I guess back in July or August he had posted another photo. It was like it was a potential photo. It was a Photoshop one, I guess. And it went viral, and there was like 12,000 retweets. So it's basically, his point was like, hey, if this is fake and if it does go viral, I want my watermark on it, so I basically get the marketing.
That sounds fair to me.
But if you don't if you don't make the photo,
okay. So let me get. I'm gonna try to put this in my own way though.
Yeah.
If I go and I fly to, I've flown places to get spoilers before, to do handoffs, to get stuff given to me. And this has nothing to do with whether Campea is the greatest man who ever lived or a piece of shit. I'm just talking about the issue. So if you go out and then you obtain the goods, if I go down to the Mandalorian set, or Bespin Bulletin goes down to the Mandalorian set and gets the photos, I mean, or is handed something, I don't know. I think it's fucked up if for instance, our buddy here, Fandumb Empire, this just can't be a piece of shit. Yeah. If Fandumb Empire releases gets a scoop.
Photos are very cool.
And
what is that?
Fandumb Empire, by the way, does get legit shit. I don't, especially in the horror side of things. People should definitely check them out.
Here's what I just okay.
Let me finish.
Okay.
But if he gets something and then he puts his watermark on it because he's the releaser of the leak, I understand that. Now, if Campea took a Fandumb Empire leak,
but then he says I didn't leak anything because I thought they were fake. You can't have it both ways.
That part's
hold on. But wait, but this is the thing. This is to get back to your point, Jason. What his reason was, I guess, back in when his tweet or whatever went viral back in July or August, he said there was a lot of other outlets basically crediting themselves as the leak versus giving him the credit for the leak.
And how many times did he talk about news on his show that came from sites he didn't credit? You know what Campea does, man? He does that thing is he waits for a bunch of people to talk about something so he doesn't have to actually state where they come from. Yeah, and he only states where they come from when they come from what he calls a legitimate source. Hollywood Reporter, The Wrap, Variety. If it comes from MakingStarWars.net, that's just some hokey little site I don't talk about. That's the problem he plays. He plays this weird... So he plays this game where he wants to... Yeah, I think he says it because he likes to be on those fucking premiere lists, right? But then you post something which, even if it's fake, why? Why would you put that kind of fake spoiler shit on the net? You know what I mean? If it's just dumb, just own up to say, look, man, I thought they were cool and I wanted the fucking track record. I mean, with the credit, whatever.
Well, and my thing when it comes to spoilers in general, if you're someone getting on the internet in 2021 and you're that sensitive to spoilers, stay off the internet until that property comes out. If you're that worried about Spider-Man or say Book of Boba, stay off the internet, because what's going to stop some random Joe Schmo to go and comment on your tweet? You could go and post a picture of your cat and they go and comment, hey guys, Boba dies in the Book of Boba series. Boom.
What?
You're going to have people.
Look, Jason having spoilers about Star Wars is what Jason does. Campea tends to shit on anyone not associated with a major corporation. Yeah. That's the problem.
No, I agree, but I agree. I'm just saying, though, if you're someone who's complaining about Campea or Jason or Star Wars Newsnet or anybody, things like that, it drives me crazy, because it's this is 2021. You should know better to avoid spoilers on the internet.
If you're like, I don't even watch the trailers. I don't even watch the trailers. I just go into the
Yeah.
movie. Well, you know what they play right before the fucking movie? The fucking trailers for 30 fucking minutes. Sometimes I've seen the trailer for the movie. I avoided when I go. Let's just say we're going to see Rise of Skywalker. I've been in a Rise of Skywalker and had the trailer for Rise of Skywalker play before the movie. You figured that one out.
Yeah, they did that.
You figured that one out.
They did that opening night. They did that opening night at our theater here. They played the Rise of Skywalker trailer before it on opening on Thursday night, and it was like, what's the point of this?
Had a guy walk out because he was like, I've been avoiding this. What is I'm like, what are you gonna do, man? So that's the thing, man. It's just I just feel like John is playing a game and thinking we're all stupid. Like he knew there was a chance that shit was real, or you wouldn't even post it. Otherwise, he could be making up his own deep fake fucking things all the time and posting them, right? Like,
like I've met him a couple of times, like at things, and he always did kind of like look at me like I was an alien or something. But I always thought that was because they had like some secret deal with Star Wars Newsnet, where whenever I did something, they'd be like, "We saw this on Star Wars Newsnet," but it was always my story. And so I just thought maybe he was like, I don't know, is this guy gonna yell at me about that or something? But I mean, it was always like, cordial or whatever. But in terms of that kind of shit, like I think the dumb thing in all of this to me is releasing something and going, I think it's fake. If you think it's fake, like why would you release it? Or like, you know what I mean? Like if you and then if you think it's fake, then do the legwork and get it verified. Like I believe he could get anything verified, as could I and anybody who does this, generally speaking. I mean,
it's just as if it's like when you're watching season 2 of Boardwalk Empire, because I just did, but when you're watching it and you're watching guys try to get around the Volstead Act because they're reading the rule, like how do you get around the fucking bootlegging? And I feel like John, because he's an ex fucking legal dude, like he went to law school for a little bit, he feels like he's smart. I can get around the rules. Like, here's the fucking thing, dude. If you want to go to movie premieres, stay away from that shit. If you want to talk shit about the people who fucking actually post it, like Jason, don't step into the waters. You know what I mean? Like, otherwise, just own your shit and be like, you specifically, no, but he will not, on his platform, he will not mention any site that isn't a Hollywood Reporter, The Wrap, Variety. He just says Joe Schmo Blow at dickbutt.com. That like, he does that shit. Yeah,
like gatekeeping kind of stuff.
Exactly. He won't even like give it a platform when it comes to him. He just goes, well, the internet's. And I'm like, look, man, we all I'm a grown fucking adult, bro. I know the fucking game, and that's the thing about his fucking shit. It's that LA bullshit, dude. You know what I'm talking about, where they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. The internet said, the internet didn't say, where.
Yeah, like, there's actually, Mangold did a tweet a couple of weeks ago about, I don't think I would call it the genius, but about like what Donald Trump does and like how Donald Trump uses essentially tabloid talk. Someone said, and if no one ever said it, then you could say, and it's the same kind of thing.
And we're not putting Campy on the level of Trump, all right? He's not fucking a megalomaniac. He's not. He's a decent human being. You know what I mean? Like he has to be, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a Donald Trump. I'm saying that there's like tabloid talk. And when you could use tabloid talk to go, I'm hearing like there's a couple of hanger-ons who pretend that they are leakers, who just like get things from hearing what somebody else like legit said, and then going, I'm hearing that too.
It's like when you got put on that shill list. Sorry, Mike.
Shill list.
Ben. Sorry, Ben. But I don't want to finish what I was going to say before. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, because they put Campia and Jason on the same shill bracket. Like, I'm like, the guy Campia goes to every Star Wars movie premiere since The Force Awakens. You know what I mean? And Jason had to get himself into He's like, it's not the same thing. Like, it's
Oh yeah. So you have stuff like that, and then like I've seen other people like around this space as well. You'll go and release something, Jason, or even like say Star Wars News that or other ones will, and then you see people Bulletin. Like. Or you see Bespin Bulletin release something, but then like 1 minute later, these people are like, my sources are telling me blah blah, and it's like the exact same story you release, and it's like, okay,
it's co-opting. Yeah. That it's one of those things where whenever I see it, I go, number one, motherfucker, if you had that and you didn't put it up before, then
that means
you're lazy or you suck. And then number two, then now you're just co-opting, so that way people will say, oh, and Jordan Mason hears it too. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's exactly like that's the whole game.
And John has a weird thing with Spider-Man. Like, it's so weird. Like, and he's always been on the Spider-Man camp of like they were doing predictions for Disney Plus, right? I know my buddy sends me this shit. He goes, watch this. I'm like, fuck, can't be. So he sends me this thing and he goes, we're doing a prediction for Disney Plus. Now, first off, will there be a Spider-Man trailer for Far From Home? I'm like, what does that have to do with Disney Plus? One. But he goes, no, because Sony owns Spider-Man. And you need to know it's Sony's deal, not Disney, not Marvel's. It's Sony's, it's Sony's, it's Sony. I'm like, whose dick at Sony do you fucking suck, bro? Like, no offense. Like, who the fuck cares? Oh, well, no, you gotta understand. It's because they own it, and he just wants this. It's that you know, those people get worked up when they feel like they're losing their favorite thing, and he knows that. So he always fucking posts Sony's getting fucking Spider-Man back just because it's fucking clickbaity bullshit. But he likes to pretend he doesn't do. I don't do that. I'm not clickbait. I just report the news. No, you don't. You say it enough, and you've created a little thread, and you get all these fucking little stochastic nerd warriors to go out there and fucking like take your fucking bits and then plaster the end. It's just figure out what you want to be. You want to be a pundit, be a pundit. Be a guy who interviews people, reports on the news, give credit, give your opinion, but don't play this weird fucking thing where you're trying to create narratives and drop fucking spoilers and then say, I'm not a scoop guy. It's so weird, man.
Well, Rob, a lot of his format goes back to, I mean, you know, he started his channel and like you said, he's decent, fine, whatever. But a lot of his format goes back to the ESPN format. You know, if either of you gotten into sports or anybody who's viewed it, like that is literally like, you know, obviously his show's talking about movies, but that's something you would see on ESPN because ESPN, that's the same exact model ESPN uses for all of their daily talk shows. That is 100% the exact same way ESPN does things.
I don't know if John's when I say decent human being, you got to understand compared to Trump, like maybe he's a total but I doubt it. Yeah. What I'll say this professionally, the thing John does professionally.
I don't want to pick on anybody.
No, I don't want to do this, but I do. This is important to say that professionally, I don't agree with, and this is any news site that does this. When they have a female co-host on and they're only allowed to read questions and not actually, like, he used to do that for the longest fucking time. Now he has Aaron Cummings on and she just, because Aaron's fucking, she's a plus, you know, alpha fucking actor, you know, so she's not going to do that. But before that, John would just have people on women who would just read questions and never talk on a subject. It was so weird to have like two guys and then she just reads the questions. I don't understand where that format comes from, but it's so odd.
That's the moderator format of like ESPN. Watch ESPN First Take. It's on right now.
Oh, that's where it is.
It's Stephen A. Smith. It used to be Max Keller. It's Stephen A. Smith and Michael Irvin, and then Molly Kiram. All she does is she reads the question. She's like, "Okay, guys, the topic today is Tom Brady throwing for 500 yards. Blah 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 blah. What do you think? Debate." And then they talk about it, and then they go to the next topic. And like that's the format of ESPN.
It's a shame. I miss Schnepp. I know that much.
Hey, Rob. Yeah. This guy named Ronick on Twitter tweeted out, one day A24 is going to put out a movie with no cast. That's
true. They will. It will be like a walking simulator, right? Like, but as a film. Yeah. But anyways, Matt,
we put out a trailer for a little thing for the Disney Plus Get Back Beatles movie, which I'm interested in that one, but.
Thought you were gonna mention Sneakerella.
Sneakerella! Oh my God! What the fuck? Are they really trying to make people spending $200 on shoes a show? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That isn't good. That's not good for anybody.
I'd rather Peter Jackson be making a Beatles documentary than some movie where they got to cast people pretending to be the Beatles, you know? That fucking thing. We get like the Queen movie. Like, I'd rather just a great Queen documentary than them do that, you know? Like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
all this Disney Plus talk. What do you guys think about the National Treasure series coming to Disney Plus with no Nick Cage though?
I don't know. I think
When they announced that.
That got announced like last week or so. But yeah, it's not Nick Cage. It's a National Treasure series, and it's this actress I've never heard of her. But yeah, it's like a spin-off series set in the, I guess, National Treasure universe.
What is that?
Yeah.
Look,
so,
it's the only movie I watch on 4th of July. So what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
All right. I think Allison may be joining us, but I need to remember that I have to add her to the show when she
if it wasn't for John Campea, I would have never had got to spend so many episodes with John Schnepp talking about comics. So for that and his I never knew about the Schmodown. I mean, I don't watch it much now, but I did enjoy that for quite a number of years. So
did I tell you about when I got invited to the Schmodown?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got invited, and I was like going to do it. I wasn't super into it because I'm this is honestly it's not like a dig. I'm not a fan of the merger of sports culture and nerd culture, that whole thing.
Which is what John and them do, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And a friend of mine was going to be doing it at the same time, so I was like, well, okay, like I'll do it. It'd be cool, and maybe I want to meet those guys and see what they're all about. Sure, I'll do it. That'd be great. And I'm like, it's still a Star Wars thing, so I was like, okay. And my kids are really small at the time, and so I have to find a babysitter. And I don't just drop my kids off at any babysitter. Like, I protective of my kids. Like, I gotta know you. I don't take risk, and not with my babies. And so I arrange everything, get everything going. And then the night before, I get this message from Harloff, and he's like, "What's this beef between you and Star Wars Newsnet?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it with you. And then he's like, "You're going to squash it now." And I leave it for I just left it. I left it alone for 8 hours. I was hoping it would work its way out. I thought maybe I am getting really mad about this for no reason. So I just left it alone.
He's not your boss, man.
Yeah, no, I left it alone, and then he came back with more of it. And then I can't remember if I said anything else, but a few seconds later, when he was acting like he was my boss and he was some godfather of fandom or my life, I just said, "Fuck you."
It's that New York thing, right? Sometimes they get real
I'm not
New York.
Definitely not a big fan of his anymore.
And he's probably fine. I don't. He
was nice to me. I got to go to the show once because I was at E3 and I made friends with Dorian. And I was a big fan of the show. He's like, "Want to come see?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And so I got to go down there. Everyone was super nice. I only opened my mouth once. I was like, "You ever get money? It'd be nice to take the physical challenge if you don't know the question, right?" Like that would be the one thing I if you ever do it, just move the camera forward and we just run around in fucking chocolate syrup because I don't know half this shit.
The one person I always liked from that whole group was Ken Knapsack. He always seemed like he was a pretty good. I don't know.
He seems nice.
Person. I don't know. Ken wouldn't talk to nobody. Roca was in person. That dude was the nicest dude ever. John Roca was the nicest fuck. Yeah, him and Mark Ellis. The nicest fucking dudes, super nice. Yeah.
But no, and for the record, I that was years ago. It was 2017, 2018 now or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. When that happened. I don't. Karloff's probably cool. I don't have any
right. And I didn't jump on the bandwagon when the dude threw a little temper tantrum about the Star Wars thing.
That was
my whole thing though. It was funny, and it's funny when John gets himself in hot water over Spider-Man picks. It's just own up and be like, "I made a mistake." I don't understand what's so hard about saying that. As a matter of fact, I think movie reps will appreciate it more if you go, "My bad, didn't really think it, was going to be a big deal."
Yeah, movie reps could all fucking suck a dick.
Yeah, because they're going to get a new job.
What I do, they'll be gone in a year anyway. They'll be off to some other corporation doing something else worse for the world. But what I will say is, Campea still did bring you idiots something. Still brought you something, and that should count for something. I think. Just gonna say, he still gave the fans a thing that they wanted, I think. Or did they not like what he brought? Therefore, the controversy.
I mean, I surely liked it, so I have no complaints.
What's weird to me is he's not been a fan of MCU Spider-Man since the beginning. So sometimes when I see this stuff, I'm always like, is there, I don't know, man, like there's always an angle that isn't being said. And you know when you can feel there's something not to this yet, like, but it'll go away, like, because it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, but I only said, like, when they were watching Campy, it's because he's up too. We're also, and he's got no patience for this, like this sort of thing, like sitting here waiting for Disney Plus to drop something at 8 a.m. Like, who does? Like, this is. The guy had panels at Comic-Con. Like, if you go to Hall H, when you're at the Marvel panel, there's a time frame they're going to show you stuff. This sitting around on Twitter waiting for them to maybe show you something is
this taking place during a 3-hour period though?
I don't know.
I was under that impression, but
that's what I thought.
But I don't know if I'm wrong.
I know I saw. I don't know. It could be not official or whatever, but I saw different people tweeting the Marvel stuff is supposed to be at 11:40 a.m.
Eastern time.
I think it's supposed to be Eastern, like 8:40, 8:45 Western time, or Pacific time, I guess. Okay. I think I was gonna say I saw a couple people post that. I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not. I've been trying to find any official sighting of it, and it doesn't seem like Disney's released any official schedule. But so Marvel stuff, it sounds like it could be like 8:40 a.m. Pacific or so, 8:45. Okay.
Well, up until then, this is a Sneakerella podcast. Sneakerella.
Oh, here's something.
Pump it up.
The Proud Family. The Proud Family.
I like the Proud Family. Don't talk shit. Like, I like that cartoon.
That was one of my least favorite back in the day.
It is well produced. I like this. That whole little era of Kim Possible. They were still making original stuff. I mean, versus now it's just like, I want an animated series based on the Rocketeer. It's like, all right, original ideas.
My favorite animated show from back in that era of cartoons would probably have to be Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy from Cartoon Network. Like, I loved that show back then. Like,
right, but that's not a Disney Plus show, Ben.
Well, let's
I really like SpongeBob SquarePants and Samurai Jack, but what's that got to do with anything?
We'll start up an HBO Max podcast then.
No, please do not start an HBO Max podcast. It'll be me trying to log into HBO Max, like waiting for it to catch up. Like, it's slow. What's up, Allison?
Yeah. Allison, Sneakerella. Quality, is it what you were hoping for? I know you had high expectations for Sneakerella. Tell us all of your deepest thoughts of Sneakerella at 8 a.m. Oh. So how much? Just want to know how much for a Sneakerella print. You got those available today?
You know what this is actually a lot like? This is what it's like when you are forced to watch a parade on TV and you're hoping they get to the float that you like.
That's actually a great comparison. Like, that's exactly what this is.
I hate parades.
I hate parades.
I hate parades.
Especially parade sunburns. Like the 10 a.m. parade sunburn is the most useless sunburn to ever get. What did I get burnt for?
Up front, Kyaldo just messaged and said Star Wars Coffee posted the interview concept art video. Just so you guys know, don't post that video. I got it out. So thankfully I turned it off before they could catch it. I had like 4 or 5 people yesterday telling me they had their Facebooks, Instagram suspended, Facebooks deleted, and Twitter accounts suspended. So they were going hard on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I saw there's literally a Twitter account called Star Wars Stuff, and they apparently had like 200,000 followers on Instagram, and their account got deleted for it.
Star Wars stuff, honestly, like I don't have any personal thing, but you know what? I
just saw him retweet. There's always a
like
but.
no, what that account will do in accounts like it, those kind of accounts suck. Like if you want to, I mean, it's great when people follow my Patreon, love it, thank you. But if you want to actually support me, don't follow accounts like that, because all that they do is they take all of my hard work that I do to get spoilers, they retweet it in a bullet point out of context. They will sometimes write like at Making Star Wars says, which is appreciated, but it's like, why at that point? Why would anybody go when you've taken the photos, you've taken the information, and you've dumbed it down into a one-line thing? Those accounts are ultimately horrible for fan sites. And what sucks is I will work my ass off on something, and I'll have like 45 retweets on my actual legitimate, authentic first run story, and then they will have like 2,000 retweets on it. And it's just like,
I've seen it happen before, Jason. Like I've seen it happen before. I mean, a few months ago when you posted stuff about whether it was like Book of Boba or whatever, you posted it and got, I don't know, 20, 30 retweets, and then like I saw one of those accounts, like they posted it and they had like 2,700, and I was like, holy smokes. And it's the same story. Yeah. But they were, a little bit later after you, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. That
kind
of stuff sucks.
Well, a question for you guys, non-related to this, and well, all three of you and then the chat, have any of you guys got a chance to watch the Boba documentary yet?
Not yet.
Is it out?
It's out. It came out this morning at like 3 8. Yeah, it's out. I watched it. Yeah. It's
doing push-ups.
Pretty much. It's really good. It's really good, and it's actually we actually get some new clips of George in there talking about Boba, which is nice.
Well, what's it say?
Yeah, I like to eat boba. I like it. No ice.
Basically he was talking about, just them building the character concept and things, and like how him and Dave were talking about like the look of Boba was like the T-visor. Everybody knows when they see the T-visor, they know it's Boba Fett basically, and an interesting thing they showed in there, along with the George stuff, I didn't realize. So before the holiday special with Boba in it, between that and then A New Hope, they actually had Boba debut at a parade they showed, and Boba and Vader debuted at a parade, and people were like, "Oh wow, that's a cool stormtrooper." And then
I like parades now.
Empire Strikes Back.
Now I like parades.
Yeah. Well, what I wanted to tell them was Boba Fett was when I first realized that you could pay for Star Wars with action figures. That's that was like way in advance.
That was like the most interesting thing about it. Like it was just cool seeing that like fun little tidbit. And then also they had a different guy in the suit for Boba for the parade, for the testing, for the screening and all that stuff. But then it ended up being Jeremy Bullock. It was some guy named Dwayne something. But he was actually the one initially in the Boba suit.
Yeah, he's a Lucasfilm employee guy. He did a lot of stuff on Star Wars.
Yep. So I don't know, that was cool hearing that. And then I didn't realize, I mean, it may have been just an Easter egg I didn't know about, but I didn't know J. Bullock was the one who grabbed and pulled Leia away in Empire Strikes Back.
Sorry,
it's actually
here.
His name is Dewey Wayne. He's John Wayne's brother from another mother. It's true. Dew Wayne.
Yeah. Dew Wayne.
Yeah, Dewey.
Yeah. Hey, it's the kitty cat.
But yeah, it was a good documentary. 35-40 minutes long. It's worth a watch.
Yeah. Fandumb Empire says it's about 20 minutes. So you guys want to fight? You guys should fight.
I thought it was like 35, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it was cool seeing Tamara Morrison in their talk. Like Tamara Morrison as Boba is perfect. Like it's great.
Right.
But,
yeah.
I mean,
I thought that was coming out later on tonight. I didn't know it was today. Excuse me. Sorry. I am having an allergy attack on the show.
The fact that they don't sell Boba at Galaxy's Edge in a Boba Fett cup is just how's that a missed opportunity?
It's cultural appropriation.
Yes, that's what Star Wars is.
Oh, hey,
They made a whole saga based around it. Like, what are you talking about? Let's take samurai armor and Spartan warriors. Cool.
And Flash Gordon with Lensman.
To go back to the controversy a few months ago, they were only referring it to as Boba's ship in that, and not Slave One.
Oh, really?
That's because Sony owns Boba's ship. They do. It's going back to Sony. Yeah,
going back to Sony. You heard it here.
Mm-hmm.
Rob can't be a scoop.
Going back to Lucas.
Yeah, Rob. I need to get the gunners when I put on the scoops. Like that'll be what I do. Dude can kick my ass in 3 seconds, though, man. He's an MMA guy. I mean,
you got side control, Rob. You got side control.
Yeah, like I can run to the side. Like
side.
Duck out.
Well, I meant if you run, you get a side ache, but it ain't that bad. You got a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't like running in the army. I sure as shit don't want to run now.
Yeah, no, I don't do any running. I weightlifter.
Virginia, get up to what's going on. The Boba Fett was pretty cool. All informative, we all knew, but that was nice to see George talking about Star Wars again.
I just came here to sign my checks.
I loved it.
Yeah. He's like, here's the thing, you guys, is I'm renaming the Slave One. I think the name was inappropriate. Now I'm calling it White Slavers One. and that's not one. It's W-O-N.
I mean,
because
Jason,
the White Slavers won.
You understand that Boba's first outfit was white. So I was trying to tell everyone back in the 70s.
It's Jesse's all Slave Leia won. Yeah, that'll do it.
Slave Leia, dude, won. That's even bad. Oh, how is that not? That feels like it should be a T-Public bootleg shirt.
It's just like a bra with carbonite that goes into the back of it. And
put the ship in the outfit. This is slave. Yeah.
I like it. Out to any slave layer cosplays if they're actually wearing a metal bra. That just no.
If they were wearing the metal bra, I give them credit for the dedication.
Yeah, that's my meaning. I'm just, for me, no.
Yeah, that does not sound fun. It's funny at the first Star Wars celebration there were only 2 Slave Leias. I got a sneezing. Excuse me.
The only thing worse than waiting for paint to dry is waiting for Twitter to update.
Yeah, I know. I just keep looking.
TweetDeck's doing it for me. But
I'm gonna go take some allergy medicine. I'll be right back. You guys talk about boobs. Slave Leia boobs appropriate. Slaves in Star Wars appropriate.
Are they on ESPN?
You decide. I'll be right back.
What have I done?
Goodness.
Whatever.
Oh. Slave Leia boobs, just no.
That's what a topic to end off on.
So weird, man. Everyone get up in the morning before Christmas and wait for trailers.
This is
waiting.
Early.
Yeah, just waiting.
So, could you imagine me going back to you guys in high school and be like, "Hey, you're gonna get up at 6 in the morning and wait for a movie trailer, a bunch of them, just so you can talk about it."
Back in high school, that was back when I would go to like the midnight premiere. We went to the midnight premiere for Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, and
it's the premiere of a movie. I'm talking about for a trailer, like. The dumbest thing I've ever done in a movie theater was go see. I bought a ticket to Space Jam just to see the trailer for the special editions. So excited.
Yeah, well, that's one thing to bounce off our point from earlier. Man, Space Jam, the new Space Jam stinks, and the old one stinks as well. Like those movies are so bad in my opinion.
You're never gonna win it with those fans, though, man. Like they're diehards.
Oh no, I know. Like, here's the thing, Rob. When Space Jam 2 came out, I was like, oh, nostalgia. Let me go and watch Space Jam 1. It's been like years since I've seen it. And I watched it and was like, holy smokes, this is bad.
Yeah, it was definitely the MTV Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right? Like,
Yep.
make it faster, less important.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, less consequential, more gags, faster, celebrity cameos, faster. It's like, all right. Spiderwick Chronicles coming to Disney Plus. Yay! Yeah, if you're a fan of Spiderwick, I mean, I guess it's very Brian Froudy with the concept art. I'll give him that.
John Spiderwick.
I did see.
I thought that
I
was.
did see. Her,
What was his name?
let me find it. Where was?
James, I sat through fucking Wing Commander for the Attack of the Clones trailer.
I played Wing Commander just to see Mark Hamill, so fuck me. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's how starved for Star Wars we were. I was playing that stupid game. Like,
I bought a ticket to meet Joe Black to see the Phantom
Same.
trailer.
Well, okay. Here's my since we obviously have the
ate a jar of peanut butter afterward too.
Here is my story. So I met when I was in high school. I met this girl, and she was beautiful, but I had a girlfriend, and I hadn't learned the skill yet of how to break up with somebody. I just didn't know how to do it. And I had a girlfriend for like a couple of. She was like my girlfriend for like 2 years, and I didn't know, during high school years, that's like being married practically. And I didn't know how to break up with somebody. I meet somebody else. I'm like, oh, I love this girl. And so me and this girl, it's like she is my girlfriend. I'm with this other girl all the time because me and my girlfriend went to different schools. And so I'm with this other girl all the time. Finally, she's like, do you love me? I'm like, whoa, baby, whoa, come on here now. We're kind of jumping.
I want you to kill my father. What?
Yeah.
What?
We haven't even like made out yet. Come on, right?
I'm just going to point out that when a girl says that, especially in high school, it's a trap.
Here we go.
So you were literally the Wayne's World 2 at that point, right, Jason? Right?
Allison, I needed you as my wing woman back then, but you were not wrong. So, anyways, that day she comes over my house. My grandfather happens to be there. He sees me, takes me aside. He's like, "Now listen here, Jason. You're a young man in his prime, and this girl's gonna try to trap you." I swear to God, this happened. And I was just like, yeah, okay, you old codger. Yeah, go do your old man stuff. Go to church and eat some apple pie. All right. I'm gonna deal with the hot chick right here in front of me. So I go. So we hang out, and that night she calls me on the phone, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, Phantom Menace trailer's coming out tomorrow. We're gonna go meet Joe Black. I'm bringing a camcorder to record it, just so you know. So I'm gonna be doing that. But if you want to come with us, I'll take you to meet Joe Black if you want." And she's like, "Is it a date?" And I was like, "If you want to call it that, you could, I guess, but I don't know." And then she's all, "I need to know if you love me," which in her defense, though, this was fair at this point. Like, this was a shit or get off the pot moment. I tell her,
well, the love thing, I don't know if I go that far.
Oh no, that's way absurd. It's absurd. We're we're teenagers.
I love how bad shit crazy you are about being in love. Like, what?
Well, so anyways, what ends up happening is another guy was totally into her and was like, "Go out with me. Don't go out with that dummy. That guy sucks." Right? And that guy was not wrong. But at the same time, she asked me one final time, and I said, "No, but I'll see you tomorrow. Meet Joe Black, ditching school." She didn't show up. She did school with the other guy and got pregnant. First time.
So she got pregnant. She met and married Joe Black.
And then she had to marry him, and it was a very bad thing. They kept the baby and everything like that in high school. And boy, I mean, I'm now it's kind of weird because like I see the kid now, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm glad the kid's here. But at the same time, boy, was that a a big mistake. But check it out. Then during the pandemic, she writes
It
me.
never ends. Never.
She writes me during the pandemic.
Just keep
She's
going.
like, "Have you seen that Mandalorian?" Yeah, like 20 years later. Right? She writes me during the pandemic, and boy, is she still fucking hot. And I'm like, all right.
There's a Willow thing here.
Willow!
Meet the cast. This.
Oh, okay.
Of Willow.
Do you want to share the video on your tab?
I'm not posting any video, man. Like,
no. You could share the you could put the tweet, and I'll transmit it. I'll share your tab if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, sure.
I wouldn't mind seeing it for the first time on here with you guys. But anyways,
well, I don't think it'll play my sound though, right?
Yeah, there's a tab where you could say when you go to share and you select allow it to play sound.
Okay,
should work.
Technology.
But anyway, so her and I start talking. We're hitting it off. We're talking like hours every day during the pandemic. Things are looking really good. She's a big health nut though, right? And in the course of the pandemic, she becomes a total anti-vaxxer, radicalized by TikTok.
Oh,
the dude from Return of the Oz.
Okay. All right. So,
can you hear that? Can you hear that?
Yep.
All right.
Whoa. Has he grown?
Let's not make that joke.
Yes, it's me, world famous actor Warwick Davis. I'm thrilled to be coming to you from the set of the brand new sequel series to my most popular role, Willow. Yeah, we heard you die-hard Willow fans. The Willow Mongers, the Willow Softlies, the Low Boys. You get the idea. We're still workshopping fan-based names for that. Anyway, they've asked me to introduce you to the phenomenal cast, or supporting cast, that will be joining me on a brand new adventure. Let's go meet. Okay, so we'll start with this handsome young fella, who is, all right, don't touch. Oh. Go on then, tell him your name.
I like mean Warwick.
Dempsey.
No, your first name.
Dempsey is my first name. Brick is my last name.
What?
Good luck with that. So, Anna, what does it feel like to be carrying the torch for a whole new generation of fans who may not remember the movie?
There's a movie?
Yeah, Willow.
Who's in it?
Me. Directed by Ron Howard.
Ron Howard?
Oh, yeah. Ron Howard,
From
of
Arrested
course.
Development.
Oh, that's good.
Is he narrating this?
He isn't.
Now, Ellie Bamber, tell us about the first time you saw Willow in the cinemas. A lovely anecdote, this.
I wasn't born. Wait, so what are they going to do with your face for this?
What do you mean, my face?
Quite a bit older now. Are they going to, like, Irishman your face with computers?
No, Ellie, they're not going to Irishman my face. So time has passed since the first movie, and a huge part of this story is how good Willow looks for his age. Keep up, Ellie. Read the new pages. I'm professional. Look at this guy. So you may recognize him.
I'm Tony.
He's done some, what do you know, student films, Insta stories, TikToks and the like, yeah?
Yeah. I just want to say I'm also a huge fan. My dad and I actually watched Willow back in the day when I was a kid, and I grew up loving it, man. It was great. You know, my second favorite fantasy adventure.
Cool.
Yeah, and Lord of the Rings.
You'll stop there after Willow was great.
Oh.
I'm Ruby Cruz.
Ruby Cruz.
Yeah.
Wow, Ruby Cruz. That's a hell of a stage name. You getting that, Dempsey?
Yeah.
Don't I?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm Erin. I was in Solo with you.
No, that's actually the one Star Wars movie I haven't seen. But it's great to have you back for this one.
You know this isn't Star Wars though, right?
So there you have it. The young or younger supporting cast of the brand new Willow series coming next year to Disney+.
Life's too short. It's just
Hang on. It's Warwick. No,
Warwick.
It's not. Shh. Not at once. Warwick.
Warwick.
No, forget the W.
Warwick.
Not the first
Warwick.
W, the middle one. Warwick.
I think I'm getting it.
All right.
Please.
We got it.
All right.
Come on, Life's Too Short's so good, man. When he plays that little shtick thing, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. No, that was
worth it.
that was a funny way of doing it. I will say though, should have showed us some fucking Willow, like should have given us a breakdown of what was going on in it to some extent. I mean, that was fun. I wish that had happened at the start of shooting as opposed to now, but I guess they probably don't have anything ready to show.
Yeah, that felt like a start of shooting promo.
Yeah. But I like that if they acknowledge the fact that nobody knows the shit's coming, and they don't know if anybody is going to care necessarily, and that they handled it. I think they handled that in the right way.
Anytime he plays that little look, man, life's too short, so good, dude. It's that show no one's fucking watched, you know, and like for some reason, I don't know, man. It's just he's. I'm glad that they brought that to this. I didn't expect they would do that. I thought they would. Will, you know, remember when you used to load up a VHS and they had that? It's not movie guy, it's VHS guy. Now coming to Disney, you know, that fucking dude. Like I thought that's what they would be. Remember Willow? You know, like
that was perfect doing the little shit Warwick. That was just great.
Yeah, he's so good. I like to see him just walk around, talk shit to droids. Like just walk around Watto shop. Look at this. What's this guy do? Him and Justin Roiland got to team up. Like
I haven't looked into it at all. I wonder if he has long hair in it. You know how Willow kind of had that like 80s mom haircut going on.
What if he has David Bowie's hair from Labyrinth? Like,
oh shit. Yeah.
He should definitely cosplay as Jareth one year though.
He's like, because he's like a full grown wizard now, and so he has like a big ass dick as well that you can't not look at the whole time.
Yeah. It's called my Warwick. That's funny, man.
Allison, were you a big Willow fan growing up? Did that movie affect you?
With my dad. And
Same.
I loved it. I was hoping that they'd make more of them, but I've always loved fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I read a lot of comic books. I still kind of do, which is much to my mother's chagrin, because they're not girly, but you know, whatever. So when I write things, like I was writing comic stuff and I was talking with some of my friends, I have a project coming up, and they're like, "Oh, well, who is your inspiration for writing?" And I'm like, Brandon Sanderson. And they're like, "What comics did he write?" Mistborn.
Right.
They're like, "What's that?" I'm like, "I read more novels than I do comics for writing."
I was just laughing about when you said comics aren't girly.
Yep.
Because I've never felt masculine reading comics. You know what I mean? It's funny how that goes.
My mom is like very big into like gender roles. I kind of broke a lot of those, because when I was growing up, a lot of my friends referred to me as the Amazon woman. So I'm like 6 feet tall.
And not just because you spend way too much money on Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah, there's nothing to do with that now. That's my life now.
Do you have those creepy ass subscribe buttons for like Tide that they put on the fridge where you hit the button and it just sends more Tide to you? Remember those? Do they still make those?
Because we're hungry.
That's possible. Maybe
those things were so weird.
But like I'm like 6 feet tall. And when a lot of other girls were doing dance, I was doing martial arts.
Yeah.
And then like I played like every sport. Like I was like a jock. But I was also a geek. Like I was always reading and I pretty much was always drawing.
Yeah.
And like when I was talking about how girls, you know, it's a trap and all that. It's one of the big things with girls is growing up is they don't really have too many fist fights or anything like that. Like girls don't know how to fight in a lot of ways, but they do know how to manipulate.
You said that. I didn't say it.
Like, that was all you.
I don't want to. You're just trying to trap us all into getting canceled here. I don't want to.
I also went
I see what you're up to.
And
I lived through
could fight.
Right now, I hear my wife getting out the tub screaming, "What'd you just say? I didn't say it! I didn't say it!"
Like, come on, come on.
They just try to trick you into cleaning dishes after you made dinner too, right? Like,
oh, check this out for what it's worth. Bridging the Geekdoms says, not sure the original source, but this is being said on Twitter now. The Acolyte will shoot from May to November 2022 in the USA.
Manhattan Beach.
I thought that was going to be at Pinewood.
That's what I was hearing this whole time too. That something changed, but I did a couple of days ago say there's like 10 things coming to Manhattan Beach. Remember, I was talking about that. I was like, there's like 10. They're being told they're trying to make more space and they're trying to make shit work. Maybe they decided to move Acolyte to here. I mean, that's possible, but at the same time,
I was with you in Solo. That's the only Star Wars movie I didn't see. Come on, the fact that they did that, that's so good.
Yeah,
that's good, guys. I mean, like that. When have they ever talked shit about a Star Wars film in a Lucas or Disney official anything? Like the last time might have been when they made Detours and they canceled that.
Yeah.
The only time there's been a jab at themselves under this Disney era is during the first Lego holiday special. Actually, when you have Palpatine meet up with Ben Solo, they bring up the word Starkiller Base, and Palpatine's like, "What is that? That's the dumbest name I've ever heard of." You know, like that's the only type of like little jab. But other than that, they've never really done that.
I think it would have been funnier if he said, "That's the dumbest name I've never heard of." So that would have been funnier.
That is a good line. Yeah. I like the one you messed up better.
Right.
Rick Jones says they're shooting Acolyte in the broom closet, the only space available. Rick Jones, breaking scoops on here that who was the guy who played the little pig man?
Breaking news.
Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte's Acolyte shooting next year.
Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte's new closet is Stagecraft 2.0. Like you just go in the closet and you could do the whole thing there now.
Yeah, I do. I would watch that. Yeah, I wonder if we'll see that dude show up again in like an earlier timeline before he's died, because that character was pretty solid and pretty liked. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Nick Nolte show up again. But then again, maybe he's like making
Rob's
another 48 hours 4.
Rob's a ghost. Oh no!
Ghost Rob?
Your elbow, your green screen effect in the background was like bleeding out the color.
That's not a green screen. That's
not
his
a green
house.
screen. Yeah.
He had his house. He had his house completely rebuilt, like the one from Married with Children. Yeah.
Look, if I could, this is what my house would look like, and my wife would not be happy. Oh no! It's under the helmet. They put a trailer up for the documentary. That's up.
Oh well, let's watch it. What else are we doing?
Dang.
Let's watch it.
True.
Even though it's out. It turns out whenever I talk on your stream, it goes double, and I think that's kind of hilarious. But I'll try not to talk too much. Here, look at Rob. He needs his glasses.
No, can you see it or do I have to reshare it? Okay.
There we go.
It's 30 seconds. All ready?
Okay, we'd like to introduce Boba Fett. Can you speak to us, Boba?
Certainly. You didn't know who he was, you didn't know where he came from.
But he didn't get much screen time.
When he put the costume on and walked onto the set, absolute silence.
You said, whoa, who is that?
Despite his lack of screen time, next to no dialogue, he's everywhere.
The world was ready for this bounty hunter.
Under the Helmet, The Legacy of Boba Fett, now streaming only on Disney+.
Filoni's like, I even got a tattoo circle on my hand, so I'm a special edition.
Filoni looked like a deflated Hurley from Lost.
Now we know why you wear the hat. Under the hat, Filoni's hair.
Under the hat. We kept telling him, take the stupid hat off, and he wouldn't do it, and then finally he did, and he looked like a deflated Hurley.
My hair is made up of Daniel Logan's hair. Like, I just got a piece of it during the filming, and I put it in there, and it's grown.
He's been shaving. He's been shaving Daniel Logan since he was 15.
I'm not gonna say which Lucas gave me the hair, but you might be able to guess it.
Star Wars: The Beginning coming to Disney Plus.
Look, he's all in white, and you made the white Slaver one joke. It's so good. Like, something to it.
Yeah. The it's that footage. I mean, it's been on StarWars.com since like 2014. I want to say. So a part of me is kind of like, well, that would have been really fascinating to see that now if we hadn't already seen that stuff. But I haven't watched it yet, so I'm curious.
My plan was always to erase Jeremy Bullock, so he would just yell, "That's Bullock's," every time he saw Tamara Morrison.
Let's start a Lucasfilm Civil War about reinstating Jeremy Bullock as Boba Fett.
I actually like the original voice of Boba Fett better. So,
yeah,
I just thought he sounded cooler.
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was good. I do prefer the continuity across the entire saga. Like,
I don't mind that they changed it.
Yeah,
I like that it fits now, but I always liked the original voice because I just thought it just felt right.
I mean, imagine if they changed James Earl Jones to Hayden Christensen the minute he'd be like, it is odd, right? Like it's behind a mask. It can be any voice. It doesn't have to be the fucking actor. Obviously, Vader's proven this. Like,
when Attack of the Clones came out, that was my whole thing. Was on one hand, I was happy. I'm like, okay, now there's a through line for the whole saga. I appreciate that. At the same time, Boba Fett's a different guy than Jango Fett. And he's not going to grow up on Kamino or in the same planet or the same places that Jango did.
Your kids don't sound exactly like you when they're 30 something. Like,
I hope so. I don't know. They're only 7 right now.
They definitely don't sound like my mom.
Like, Allison, stop reading the comic books, Allison. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea what your mom sounds like.
Well, she has a much more feminine voice than I do. I definitely have more of my father's side of the family. Like I look more like my aunt and stuff. So
yeah.
I definitely don't have her nose, and I'm happy about that. So.
Yeah, my one side of my family has super big noses. The other side of my family has like my nose, which is still big but a little bit more Nordic-y.
This is weird.
Whoa! I just saw Ben glitch out. And it looked fucking cool as shit, though. It looked like he was like in a horror film, like he was in the ring or something.
He had like a weird matrixing effect.
Yeah.
So they just posted on Twitter. They just posted
the Kenobi.
No, they posted a link to the Kenobi page. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, there's nothing on it.
Oh, what?
Because you can't have people seeing your ads, you guys.
It says visit Disney Plus for an exclusive behind. So we have to go to Disney Plus now to watch the behind the scenes Obi-Wan look. Because you click on you gotta actually. Do I have to log into Disney Plus?
So is that their way of trying to go? We didn't fuck up.
It's
fuck you guys. Just admit you fucked up yesterday.
It's saying sign up. Sign up for Disney Plus.
I'm in Disney Plus right now, and I don't see this anywhere. Like,
I'm gonna jump in and look around too. Then.
How stupid is that? That is clearly just because they fucked it up yesterday. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been on a Disney site getting posted early.
Okay, I got this queued up. They'll probably fucking. It's 1 minute long.
That's the one from yesterday.
Oh, that's the sizzle reel. That's the one from yesterday. Well, hopefully they release an actual trailer.
Okay, so you actually have it up right now?
Yeah, I have it up.
Let's watch it again. Because what else are we doing?
See if will it show up in that tab. Yeah, it's sharing my screen, so I was smart. All right, thank you. Here.
Very smart.
There's a hunger for this character to come back.
I can't see shit.
The fans have been waiting long enough, you know.
Black screen.
Then it won't let me. Yeah, the Disney Plus has a different overlay mode.
Sorry, it was Disney Plus. Yeah. Disney Plus. To get screenshots, you have to do all this bullshit and everything like that.
It is the exact sizzle trailer. Like they're that wasn't a preview for the trailer. That was it. That is weird.
But other people said that there was something else for Kenobi coming today. So
There's
we'll
supposed
see.
to be a big drop.
Other people were saying that the sizzle reel was not the only thing we're getting for Kenobi. So, I mean, I saw the Funko Pops coming out. If that's anything.
But I my take is like I said, I don't really want to go out and say anybody's wrong, and I'm not saying anybody is wrong. I don't really follow the logic in doing any more than that video for Kenobi. Honestly, I don't, because look at when we got our Boba trailer.
Yeah.
We got our Boba trailer about a month and a half before Boba is coming out. Why would they release?
6 weeks before.
Why would they release a Kenobi trailer? Like, how many months are we away from it? We're a long way away, and so
easily 6 or more.
Yeah, about 6 months away is
except there's an asterisk to that though, Jason. The asterisk is, then why lock it behind a Disney Plus subscription if it's in a minute long? Wouldn't you want that minute to be out there to get people to subscribe? Because apparently they were supposed to hit 10 million subscribers last month and they hit 2. You know, like they kind of need to get people to like sign up. So
yeah. Well, by the way, Marcelo, it was out everywhere yesterday. We had it on yesterday's show. We played it and then privated the video, so you might have missed it because we didn't want to get taken down. But yeah, it's been everywhere for like almost 2 days now. But check out Star Wars Coffee has it, so if you guys want to go watch it. But I'm not going to play it because what I think has probably gone on is they messed up yesterday, released it on a Star Wars video channel, one of their channels, the one that you thought it was a funny name, Ben. I can't remember what it actually is called. I looked it up, but it has like a name. The Huckster. We'll call it the Hucksters still. The Disney Hucksters channel. And
the Huckster.
Hucksters, Kidsters, real shitty brother. But
yeah. The Huckster. Anyways, they I think they released it early. They went all ballistic like morons, deleting their commercial for their product that advertises what they want you to buy, like idiots. Like, don't protect your advertisements as if they're the actual content. That's so stupid. And
they're commercials to get people to sign up.
Yep.
And then but now I think it's when you have it set up to go and to flag everything automatically and stuff. I don't know if you can just turn that off easily. So I think that now they're in a situation where if you go and you show it, you might get flagged even though it's out now, and it's kind of what they want you to do. So they put it on Disney Plus to act like we didn't want it on the internet the whole time.
Well, if you don't want it on the
we're
internet,
definitely not now because they moved up. They moved on to Pixar. They're on to Cars now.
Right.
Yeah. That since 2006.
Yeah, so we won't be getting a trailer now.
I mean, we are going to get Star Wars content though. Is the important thing to remember is that Star Wars content is coming, and I would and for all we know, they might sandwich it in with Kenobi. They might be a Kenobi sandwich. You might think it's over, and then a Kenobi trailer could drop at the end. But I
just annoyed they made me log into Disney Plus for that. Like,
yeah,
so
but why wouldn't Boba be the focus? And we should get some Cassian stuff too. My dog has to tinkle. I'll be right back. Let me. But don't you guys agree that Boba should probably be the biggest thing that we get, and Cassian would probably be on that list too. Although Cassian, I'm hearing, is not coming out until December of next year now. So maybe
I thought they moved it around. It no, they moved it that far.
Cassian is it was in the Disney investor call yesterday or 2 days ago. They moved it to Q4, and the fiscal year for Disney's Q4 is not normal. So their Q4 is October to December, I believe, is what was reported. So Andor is going to be in that time slot. Yeah, so the way they talked, it sounds like it's going to be early Q4, which would be beginning of October. But even at that, Andor's confirmed to be 12 episodes. So that'd be October, November, December right there, unless they double up like they did with Mando and do like a
12 20-minute episodes or 12 40-minute.
We don't know. I mean, there's been nothing out there about the time length of it, but so Andor's Q4, and Kenobi obviously is going to be earlier than that. So
they were saying originally
when's
like
it going to be?
April for
Spring,
Kenobi.
summer? Yeah. So, I mean, we do have that potentially. Now, did you hear that, Jason?
Wait. Tell me again. I just got on right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure if you saw yesterday with the Disney investor thing. They were saying Andor is in Q4 of Disney's fiscal year, but Disney's fiscal year is split up differently than the normal fiscal year, I guess. So theirs starts in October through December.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were saying Andor at the Disney investor thing. They were saying Andor is going to be early Q4, which would be early October.
Okay.
So now, so then you just have to basically backslot in, the first however many episodes of Boba Fett at the beginning of the year, and then we have Kenobi coming, and then, like I was saying to Rob and Allison, the thing is though, if Andor is in fact the beginning of October, are they going to push Mando 3, or are you going to roll from Andor straight into Mando season 3? Because Andor is 12 episodes, like they confirmed that. So, that's how are you going to do that? That's the question. Unless you double up on episodes.
It's Rosario Dawson retweeting the Kenobi thing with hearts, and then it going, "This has been removed by Disney."
That's hilarious.
Disney, you guys are stupid. Sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That was awesome.
Oh, you're good. You're good. But yeah, so
then,
Andor's end of the year, or in the fall,
Andor,
I guess.
Yeah. Well, what do you call it? Fandom Empire. Here's what they've heard for what it's worth. From what we heard, it goes Book of Boba, Kenobi, Bad Batch, Andor, Mandalorian. Now, the one thing that I would throw out there, I'm just gonna throw it out there, and this is just speculation on my part, is that classically, I believe we've got Mando hitting around October every time, and with the way that the production goes, which is the same this time as the last two times. So I think that if there's not some kind of visual effects kind of like snag, with all these productions going on at the same time this time, we could potentially see Mando starting in October and using that to advertise and push Cassian, because not that Cassian needs it like in a big way, but if every single time they do a Mando episode, they start pushing that Cassian's coming, and then have the two shows run at the same time to some extent, or run right into each other, I could kind of see that being a positive for Cassian.
Yeah.
Just
100%. I mean, I feel like Cassian for sure is going to be, like, for the general public anyways. Mandalorian obviously is already set. Kenobi obviously is the name, is such a big name. Andor is definitely the harder show to market, for the general public. So, like, they're going to have to bounce off the Mandalorian.
It's got stormtroopers, though.
Something.
Yeah, you're thinking a name. They're just going to show him shooting stormtroopers, Ben. Like, it's set in the OT in the original trilogy. It's not a hard sell. Like
Star Destroyers, stormtroopers, TIE fighters.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you're just going to see. You're going to see the Empire.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like, they're not going to be like, this is the story of a man who became a fucking piece of shit, like, it and then died. Like, it's just going to be doing Rebel Alliance stuff. I don't think that's a hard sell. The question is like, how long will it take to make 12 episodes if they're 20 minutes or 40 minutes? Because
here's my question about Andor is will they lean into the fans in my opinion, misunderstanding of Andor and then make him that because it's what they understand it to be? Or will they lean into their original actual intent of the character? Like when you see Cassian, he lives in a dark world where you have to do bad things, right? And they do acknowledge that when all the guys are we've all done horrible things for the Rebel Alliance. They do say that. So there is that aspect. But when we see him in the beginning of the Rogue One, when he's with the gimpy guy who can't climb up the top, he has to shoot him because that guy's already mentally breaking. He's panicking. He knows if they go to interrogate him, he's going to.
It's just going to be him killing everybody all the time, Jason, just for no reason.
But he kills the guy. But in killing the guy,
he kills Kitster. He kills fucking everybody.
Not to get
bastard.
Not to get too fan servicey in my own brain about it. But he does the guy a favor by killing him because the guy is captured. The guy is already dead when he shoots him, and he does it to save a bunch of other people. So it is
they'll show how it gets there though, Jason, because in that movie he's shooting people. Before then he just gnawed their legs off. So he'll have a scene where he gnaws a man's leg off just to help, like.
But what I'm saying
it's for his own good.
He kills that guy, but he doesn't want to do it. He has to do it in that moment. And then when we get to Jin's father, he doesn't do it. He doesn't actually do it. So that right there says that he can't shoot the daddy in front of the daughter. Like he's not that far gone. He is still, in essence, really is a really good person, or has a moral compass in there. And so I'm curious if when we get to the show, do they lean into what fans assume it is based off of that one scene where he actually does something, or do they go and make him not that for the whole time to make him a hero?
If it's Tony Gilroy, I imagine it'll be worth watching, right? Like otherwise, I could see a committee overthinking it. You know?
We are the Star Wars committee. But
he's like, I don't shoot people. I just give all these blasters to little kids. Here, and this little kid gets one, and you get one, and you get one.
Yeah.
Like, no, they're not guns or blasters. Like, no, this is the same deal.
Fandom Empire says it should be noted that Andor is shot more like a traditional movie, with most of the other projects using a fair amount of stagecraft tag, which requires more work in pre-production than post. 100%.
Yeah.
The stages and stuff like that they built, and the sets that they built, and the location shooting was way more practical and real. And
you think that had to do with keeping Tony on board? You think that had to do with a him thing?
I think it also had to do with shooting in the UK at the time. They only had limited access to the stagecraft, to the volume type technologies, and I do think they have one there now. And
because Willow says it's streaming in 2022. So if it was all being shot on film because it was out in Wales, then that would be impossible. So they got to be using some stagecraft for Willow.
I don't think so.
Yeah, last night I just saw. I just saw there was a new stagecraft they just announced they made.
Yeah, they have one at the Batman in Pinewood. They used it on.
They just made a new one
at Pinewood but Willow is shooting at I think it's called Dragon Studios in Wales. I don't think they have one there, and but Willow has the luxury of trees and natural and castles that are already made and stuff like that.
I just did that math right before you talked to me, but it's hills and shit. So yeah, big difference.
Yeah.
And they're shooting it over in an area that has castles every 10.
That's why. Yeah. That's why I did 2 Ewok movies. It's all trees. You can shoot it anywhere.
Yeah. So
I wanted to shoot it at the ranch.
A little tiny article, Jason.
Okay, so yeah, StarWars.com posted today is Disney Plus Day, and the 2nd anniversary of Disney Plus. To celebrate, the streaming service has debuted a surprise glimpse of a forthcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series, as well as a new documentary on the fearsome bounty hunter Boba Fett. Available only for Disney Plus subscribers, Ewan McGregor will reprise the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and director Deborah Chow has shared an exclusive look at the Disney Plus original series with behind-the-scenes footage and concept art. Obi-Wan Kenobi premieres on Disney Plus in 2022. And
it took you longer to read that than the actual sizzle reel.
And hot on the heels of the first trailer and new key art for the Book of Boba Fett last week explored the origins of the legendary bounty hunter with a new original special, Under the Helmet. And then it says, featuring new interviews with George Lucas, Ben Burtt, John Johnston, blah, 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 blah. Today also marks the 2-year anniversary of the first Star Wars live-action series, Mandalorian, and the arrival of Grogu. To mark the occasion, bring the mysterious child to your home through the magic of AR and enjoy your
bring 5 of them to your home.
Ben has them all. New products and games.
Yeah.
So was that it? Is it?
Yeah,
was
that's it apparently. And hey, Jason, you forgot to read at the bottom. At the bottom, it says get the Disney Plus bundle.
Oh, okay. Get the Disney Plus bundle now.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
Yeah.
Let's say you were a little kid who wanted to see it. You know how to use the internet, and you got your parents to pay for this. You log in, and it's a minute-long commercial for something coming out a year from now. Dad's gonna be pissed.
Right?
This is the dumbest thing ever is to put a minute-long commercial for something coming out a year later. You know, or let's say 6 months from now,
Behind
whatever.
a paywall.
Behind a paywall, bro.
Behind
Like,
the paywall of all things.
Jason,
Jason,
we lose Jason.
You won't take us down, Disney. You won't take us down. Hey, Ben, get your head up, bud. It's okay.
I'm here.
It's okay. They can.
Oh, I was reading.
They can try to take it. No, I just
We're
saw you
sad.
were sad. You were sad. Okay, they are. Allison's back.
Yes, I'm back. There's Rob. With
Rob's
his
back.
Sunglasses.
Damn it! I wanted to go eat breakfast. The older guy's like, really? You don't want to be here. It's a privilege to be on the show. Okay, all right, it is. It is.
Disney, you can pull people out, but I'll just put them right back in the fight.
They put me behind the paywall, though, Jason. You have to log in at Disney Plus to talk to me now.
It's only $2 a minute.
It's, it's like 11:30 where I am right now, or some of you it's like what 8.
It's 8:22.
Yeah.
Can you get custom phone numbers
11:30.
like you can license plates? Is that possible? Can we get 976 Disney Plus?
Yeah.
No, give me numbers.
Come on. So good.
Yeah. So was that it? I mean, like they. It's kind of weird though, because like they haven't mentioned Cassian. They haven't mentioned Book of Boba.
I mean, I guess we can just keep on waiting for a bit. Let's see.
I don't know. I mean,
so far Willow's winning Disney Plus for me.
Willow has kicked Disney Plus Day's ass so far.
Yeah,
and I'm glad because Willow, and it didn't even really show much other than the fact that they have a bunch of people with cool stage names.
I like that they made fun of the good-looking dude. Like that's, I like it. He took the guy with the 3 names down. That's good.
Yeah. I feel like Fandom Empire should have come on the show today. By the way, anyone else starting to feel like Disney Plus Day is going to be another Star Wars marketing whimper? Laugh out loud. Not trying to hate, haha, but yikes! Laugh out loud. Yeah. I mean, if that was it, then it was a huge waste of time to be like, go to Disney Plus to watch a Kenobi thing that already leaked on the internet.
Yeah, Rocket agrees it's crap.
James says my Disney stock is going down. That's all I care about. Michelle.
Shit, no. I just got a PS5 on eBay. I need the money.
Can I be a Disney shill if I've never owned any Disney stock ever?
Bro, you can't be a Disney shill if you pay for your own mac and cheese.
That's true. Yeah.
Just doesn't work.
Rob's right on that one.
Yeah,
I'm the worst at this. I gotta be better at this. I gotta make this work out for us. Yeah. So, all right. I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm going to ask everybody here. We've been going for like 2 hours now. We've pretty much done a show when you get down to it. I'm going to say that we probably call it, and then like Ghostbusters.
You can make me get up. I knew it. I knew we could sleep through this. I knew we could sleep through this.
You know what? Here was my.
I did sleep through the majority of it. I was even commenting earlier. It's too early.
Did you guys?
Yeah.
So I just saw a graphic someone shared. I guess one of the Star Wars messed up on one of their graphics, because under Book of Boba Fett it says original series now streaming.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty. We
So
are
someone
probably
messed up on the graphic for it.
Yeah. That's a forgivable mistake, because they're probably to the space now where they're slapping that onto tons of stuff that they're working on that's going to be coming out in the next month, and that probably.
Umberto just tweeted out that they're going to make a X-Men animated series on Disney Plus. That's a revival of the original 90s cartoon. So if you like the X-Men 90s cartoon, actually I think that's dope. So
me too.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
that rumor has been around for a little while too. That rumor is good. I've seen that rumor in the past.
They've been talking about rebooting that series for like a decade. So
yeah,
honestly,
but when
Allison,
Umberto, he's pretty good though.
Yeah. If Umberto says it, then it's more likely than anything.
And he's a match, dude. He's a super good guy.
My garbage. Don't tell me what to do. God, Joel.
What do you call it? That's my X-Men, if you will. That's the only X-Men I've ever actually cared about, to be honest. The cartoon.
You ever see the Japanese version of that cartoon?
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so it's same cartoon, but the intro's animated in Japan. It's fucking amazing.
Really?
It looks like Jim Lee's art. Go look up the animated intro for that cartoon, but from Japan, and it's it is actually the best animated X-Men ever.
All hands on deck. What did you miss? You missed there was a one-time only viewing of the Kenobi trailer. The series is called Kenobi Dies, and it turns out that the Kenobi we get in A New Hope is a clone. Dude, it was huge, man. You should have saw it, dude. You really messed up. And Bridging the Geekdoms. What did Jermaine say? I missed that. I'm confused. But by the way, Rob, yesterday when we did that little Indiana Jones bit, or the day before, we were like, somebody was like, I can confirm it's time travel about Indiana Jones, and like I jokingly was like, there we go, it's confirmed. Somebody saw that and they're like, I can't take this conversation seriously. That was a joke from this person. That person's a troll account, all the stuff. And I was just like, I don't know.
Okay,
unconfirmed. Talking about. Yeah, unconfirmed.
My favorite thing we do on the show is when I'm really, really mad or angry about something, and then you make a case for it, and I immediately go, I believe you. Like it's my favorite thing, because that's the internet.
Said one day fans will realize the difference between people who actually know what they're talking about and people who are making stuff up for clicks and views. Oh yeah, I agree with that.
But they like the rage show, man. That's why they're there for that.
No, but I mean, if that was it, it speaks volumes to what I've been saying for the last couple of months. There's a lot of people who co-opt spoilers and things that are important and go, yeah, I heard that too. If something sounds like it's going to get attention, they want to put their name next to it, and they want to co-opt and they want to latch on. And I feel bad for them, because I think that if they tried really hard to be something that they weren't, and now everybody's looking towards them as if they are the answer for things, and they don't have the answer.
Because there's only a way we could watermark their podcasts with MakingStarWars.net. Like, just put it right over the podcast.
Well, no, I want to say.
I can make it
it's totally different. Campia releasing his own info with his watermark is different than him releasing somebody else's stuff with his watermark. But
I'm just gonna make fun of watermarks like they used to make fun of Tay Puffy with every Batman suit now, because it's just funny that we get into a watermark war now on the internet. So it's not the same thing. I agree. And Campia doesn't make up bullshit news just to get fucking clicks, So
I am super surprised they didn't save the Boba Fett trailer for today, if this is all that they are doing, though.
If they're still releasing stuff, it's not over. The Disney
Star Wars?
for all Disney shit. They're shoving they're just shoving it in between, intertwined. More shit's coming, dude. That's not the only Star Wars thing. The question is, how long do we have to sit here waiting for it? Like, that's the question.
Yep.
You know? Because they're doing
that,
Pixar stuff randomly throughout this too.
What has me worried is the StarWars.com article.
Yeah, this is.
Go on, Ben.
Yeah, that's the Star Wars.com article is what has me worried. But like you said, Rob, they're kind of bouncing around with the different studios, so it's not like it's order like Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, et cetera, or Lucasfilm, et cetera. So
if we were at a convention, they'd be forced to because of the way. Yeah.
I love being at D23 or whatever, and people sit next to me and like they're all excited for it, and I don't care, and I just love like making jokes about things like the old guys from the Muppet Show, and they fucking hate that. Well, this one lady wanted to beat me and Randy up one day. It was pretty.
It's essentially our podcast, Jason. Like,
yeah,
we're young Statler and Waldorf, right?
The prequel.
How they got together? Well, they started a podcast and just made fun of everything.
Well, while
What's up, Ben?
we sit here and wait around on stuff, any of you guys? I said while we sit here and wait around on stuff, have any of you guys met any like really notable Star Wars people before, or anybody along those lines?
I met David Prowse more than once.
Yeah,
David
fucking
Prowse
Jason
on
hung
Twitter.
out with Dave Filoni at a comic shop for 4 hours once.
Yeah, on this. Wait, let me see if I can get that. I don't know if you can see on the top of that right there. So I hung out with Filoni one time. You can kind of see up right here. He drew this little clone trooper and signed it, and then I took it to the comic book shop for another time, and Killian Plunkett and what's his name?
What in the world?
The other dude who produced it signed that for me at a thing. Yeah, I have a lot of adventures
crazy.
I can't talk about, unfortunately, with people that might get them in trouble.
Crazy.
They never people who never leaked to me, but I don't want to say.
Well, I met George.
The only person I've ever met before. Oh wow!
You met George Lucas?
Yep.
What happened? Tell us the story. Part 1, part 2.
I interviewed with LucasArts at one point. And anyone working on a Star Wars project had to do an interview with him. And it was supposed to be like a 10-minute interview, and it was like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
And then was it Celebration 3? I knew the people who ran Celebration at the time, so I was backstage with a lot of it. And when he did his appearance at Celebration 3, I was backstage talking to him for a little bit with. I think Warwick Davis was there, and I want to say Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
But my memory is
I think she's making all this shit up. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm definitely making.
You've been hanging out with Meg again. Like,
no, Meg doesn't make stuff up.
I don't believe any of it. I hung out with Ahmed Best for an hour, and I don't believe it on the internet. Like,
well, I have the one bit of proof. I'd have to get up to get it though, so I'm lazy.
Yeah, I know. It's in Canada. I know.
No, it's literally.
No, I'm fucking with it. Just
I knew you.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. She's in Canada.
I put until the last episode of the Mega Show. Then so.
Yeah, and Michael Jackson came to your house once, but his sister did. But
yeah,
I want Tales from Chunk's house. Can we just get that book series?
I want Chunk and original series. I'm with you. Yes. Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, look, we can just come back later when everything's out. Like that'd be nice.
Yeah.
No,
well,
I met the guy who was was at the Jawa that shot R2.
Oh yeah.
Yep. He's like an art dealer now. If you go to like exhibit cons, he's usually there selling like art and stuff, like big fan art things and things.
Yeah.
And he was funny.
Cool.
Yeah. I hope we get more. I don't know if we will, but yeah, I guess let's call it a break unless nothing else happens. And Allison and Ben, if you guys want to come back and join us, if something happens, I'll send you guys links if you're available.
Definitely.
And because I don't know if anything else is going to happen.
Yeah, I'm available all day, so just send me a link.
Cool. And for what it's worth, the link I sent you earlier may work. So if you see me jumping on going live, try that link because I think it will work because it's not a scheduled link. Anyways, yeah. So guys, so everyone, thank you guys for supporting the show and all that and hanging out with us for a bit. I think we're gonna at least take a break right now, and then if it looks like more's coming, then we will and more Star Wars stuff, and that's exciting. We will come back.
If that is all there is, then this is worse than a countdown clock.
Yeah,
this is officially worse.
Quick question: can I share something real quick?
Yeah, of course.
That's something I made. It's only like 10 seconds long. It's just a work in progress thing.
Yeah, let me know when it's shared, and I'll throw it up.
Yep, I got it shared.
Okay.
Deep fake Filoni porn again, isn't it?
Yep.
Don't do it. Don't get us thrown off.
Oops.
Oh, see, I knew it. Oh,
I hit the wrong button. Wait.
You're not supposed to share that one.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Oh, there it is. Hold on. My computer is mad.
Yep. Let's see. All right.
Okay.
That's it. This is a little teaser I made for the project I'm going to be working on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
What can you say? What it's about, or is it too early for that?
No, I can talk about it a little bit.
It's 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely 6 a.m. for you, right? Not for me.
Allison Plus Day. It's just a bunch of reveal trailers. Dinner, potatoes. Okay. I'm being surly, guys. It's just not you. It's Disney. So they got more stuff coming because they're just now posting the X-Men stuff. So let's just take a break. I need to eat. And then I'll come back.
Okay. All right. And so Allison, what is your project about?
Oh, it's comic I'm working on with those the two names that were on there, Chuck Panu and Peter Palamotti, who's he's like an inker he used to ink for Marvel and stuff. And it's basically I landed a project with Magpie Games.
Mm-hmm.
They make an RPG called Masks, which is called Masks: A New Generation, and I'm going to be doing a comic book set in their superhero universe.
Oh, nice! Congratulations. That's fun.
Nice. Yeah, congrats.
I shared my screen if you want to show. I have the lead character designed if people want to see.
I'll throw that up right now. Ooh. That looks like a rock and roll Jawa.
She is basically a combination of Spider-Man and Raven is my idea behind it.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Thank you.
I dig it. I can't wait until it comes out. When you get like further along in the project and stuff like that, and you have anything to share that you want to share, by all means, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I'll definitely have more. Like right now, the stuff I have is these are some of the the pitch drawings I was doing basically for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, that is fantastic.
Well, you can thank Rob. He taught me how to draw.
Yeah, that is.
Rob. So would you? Is it condescending to call you Rob's Padawan?
Probably not.
Okay.
You might get annoyed by it. Basically, I've always drawn, but I reached out to Rob several years ago now, and I was just like, it's basically soon after I got out of the hospital when I was diagnosed with MS, and I was a wreck.
Yeah.
I said, hey, if I paid you, can you teach me how to draw?
Yeah.
And then he just started to help me. And he's like, all this is crap. This is what you have to do to fix it.
Right.
And I then took like 3 months and just did only what he said, like of the stuff he gave me to review and do. And I learned perspective. I correctly learned perspective and more shape design and all that.
Yeah.
And I admit I cheat a bit with certain things because it's easier for me. I don't know. I call it cheating. It's really not. It's just using different tools. But
It's the Allison way.
yeah, well, I use Blender for some basic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll make a is it a gray box they call it with gaming when you basically begin to make a background design and stuff like that. And it's just like the basic shapes, and I draw the background over it, but I can completely make the perspective all in 3D.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it as much. And
Right.
basically anything that I can do to make it faster, because with MS I only have so much energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to do things quicker.
You're doing a bang up job. That looks fantastic.
Thank you.
That is amazing art. So good job.
I have this.
Oh.
Here's something, Jason.
Yeah.
That's just got put up. Hold on, I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Interesting thing. This might be connected to the Kenobi series.
Okay.
Just got put up, I guess. Jedi Temple Guard Hill is now on. You can pre-order on Shop Disney.
Huh. Because they discontinued that from the thing. Yeah, they discontinued that from the Galaxy's Edge. This was my original design of her.
That's pretty rad. That is a good design. I dig it.
Oh yeah, that is.
How when will we probably be able to pick this up? Like how does that timeline usually work without you don't have to go into all in depth or anything, but is it weeks away now or months away? Like where are we at?
No, this is probably, I'm hoping mid next year.
Mid next year, okay.
Basically, I just got the green light on it, and listen, this is all stuff I basically pitched to them.
Okay.
I sent them this right here, which I haven't done any of the coloring on any of this stuff. I just did it in black and white for right now.
Yeah.
And this.
Nice.
And this is all. A lot of this stuff is from the RPG that I was playing with of Mass with a bunch of people. And I was like, I really want to do something with this, but I kind of want to use their setting. So I literally sent them an email. And I'm like, hey, can I do my own thing with our game set in basically your universe? And I sent them basically, this page here, that the cover, some of this stuff, and that, which this is my more updated design.
Yeah.
Her costume still does the like the wing thing with it, like this.
Yeah.
So we'll still do stuff like that, but I changed around the eyes a bit and messed with a few other things. But yeah, so that's well, thank you.
Yeah, everyone is very, very impressed, and myself included.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean it looks really great. I surely couldn't make anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not even done with the background on this because I haven't even like detailed the background on this right here. It's more just like a proof of concept that I threw out.
Yeah.
Anything else? Yeah. And like this is I stole this from one of my other pieces that I did. I'm like, I like that, and I just threw it in. I'm like, I'm just gonna reuse this, the background and everything here. But yeah, because I'm like, I've already done this. Someone put it in.
Yeah,
I never published it, so it's free game. Might show up in something else later because it's still not published.
Soundwave says artistic talent is the most special thing in the universe, and holy shit, you are amazing.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like being artistic, that's definitely a talent. Like, you can look at people like me, I'm into weightlifting and fitness, like I can get strong or whatever, but actually like doing artistic things like that, that's definitely an entirely different skill set for sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That is that is a lot of I mean, not that working out and stuff like that isn't either, but that's a lot of study at play right there.
Yeah, working out's definitely way different than that for sure.
But the one thing I can say with Rob, it's him helping me like that. Yeah, it really meant a lot. So
Rob is a great guy. He really is. Rob, and the thing about Rob, sometimes he makes some people on the show a little bit mad because he just tells it how he sees it. But he is a great dude. I love that guy.
Yeah.
When he's not here, I'll say it. When he's here, I'll be like, "Fuck you, Rob, piece of shit." But when he's not here, I love that guy. Yeah. He's the best. He really truly is.
Yeah. So Rob really helped me out.
For sure. I mean, it's better to be authentic. That's good.
100%.
So yeah, he helped me through a very dark time, and I really appreciate it from him. That's one of the reasons I was doing the editing work on his mega show. I was just like, I'll just do it. I mean, you gave me this, I'll just do it. Unfortunately, he's worried his clicks went down because it was taking me like a week or so to do it, extra week or so. He's like, I'm just gonna post it. I'm like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah,
your show.
But yeah, artists helping each other is good though. I think it's important, and having that kind of community is very important. Whether it's art or Star Wars, or probably even working out, I'd say.
I think I'm mostly with the Sketchcraft team now, so. I'm fine with that.
but yeah, well, let's take our break right now because I am hungry for breakfast, and
lunchtime over here.
Yeah, you guys can get some lunch if you have it in you, and then I will message you guys if anything happens. And Allison, fantastic work, like seriously, good job on that stuff. I can't wait for it to come out. And I will thanks to everybody who's hung out with us so far today. And like I said, we will be back if anything's going on. If there's any hint that we should come back for sure, we will be back. And
that sounds good. I have to help a friend with some computer stuff, but yeah.
And let's all say, just because we were so nice to him, fuck you, Rob.
Yep. Then
fuck you, Rob.
Giving my 2-finger salute to Rob.
Fuck you, Rob. All right, bye everybody. We'll be back. I hope.
It's not about spaceships.
Making Star Wars Show. Making Star Wars Show. Making Star Wars Show. Making Star Wars Show.
It's not about spaceships.